Hello, I am Francesca and welcome to my channel. I create content to help women identify limiting beliefs and barriers within their self-esteem that hinders them from creating the life they desire. If at any time you feel offended throughout this video, whether in the beginning, middle, or end, my only advice is that you level up and become better within. Today's video is about 4 ways to protect your energy from bad advice on your level up journey. With that being said, let's get into it. Ladies, what does a person with low self-esteem versus someone with high self-esteem have in common? Both of them have determined and accepted their self-proclaimed level of worthiness. Self-esteem is an individual's subjective evaluation of their own self-worth. In other words, it is the measurement of how much one appreciates and likes themselves psychologically. It was James Allen who stated, "Mind is the master power that molds and makes, and we are mind. And evermore we take the tool of thought in shaping what we will, bring forth 1,000 of joys or 1,000 of ills. We think in secret, and it comes to pass. Environment is but our looking glass." Manifestation starts within the mind. And what you think, so it shall be. It is very important that throughout your level up journey, number 1, you monitor what you allow into your energy and what you give your energy to. Albert Einstein once said, "Everything is energy, and that's all there is to it. Match the frequency of the reality you want, and you cannot help but get that reality. It can be no other way. This is not philosophy. This is physics." Ladies, plain and simple, thoughts are things. What you think about yourself becomes how you feel about yourself. That transforms into how you see yourself, which lastly manifests into who you are. Whether you have made the choice to level up today, yesterday, last month, or last year, where you were or are now mentally, emotionally, and physically does not magically disappear. For example, a woman who has begun her level up journey today did not diminish her thoughts of insecurity, self-doubt, self-image just because she made the choice to level up in that moment. What she did, however, was accept her current state of being and decided she wanted to create a new reality. Now, what this does within the brain is it generates and launches electrical impulses of communication known as neurons. Neurons release brain chemicals called neurotransmitters that generate electrical signals to existing neurons that travel like waves to thousands of neurons in support of the new thought. As she continues building a new foundation for her self-worth, the brain continues to produce neurons to reinforce the new circuit of communication, which eventually becomes a new pattern or a new way of thinking. To better explain, think about when a new highway is built. First, it is an idea that is transferred from the imagination into physical form known as a blueprint. This blueprint is then given to the employees within the company who begin construction on the highway. The construction of a highway can take as long as a few years to complete, but with the right effort, time, team, and resources, it could be done much sooner. Yes, that was a summarized way of how a highway is built, but nonetheless, you get the point. The brain is doing the exact same thing. It is taking your idea and creating new highways to allow your new thought process to flow, as well as redirecting old traffic to the new route. So how does one keep their brain effectively and efficiently working on creating indestructible highways to leveling up? One must become consciously aware of what they allow into their energy bank. The energy bank is where you deposit the resources in which the brain will withdraw to use as material for construction. If you see yourself as losing 20 pounds, but in reality you consistently indulge in unhealthy foods with little to no exercise, the brain will take that information, send it to the workers, aka neurons, and possibly construct the thought process that losing 20 pounds consists of eating unhealthy food and minimum exercise. This does not produce the results you desire, but creates exactly what you're doing, which eventually leads to feeling confused, stuck, depressed, and heavy. So, becoming consciously aware of the truth that you are the gatekeeper and you control who and what comes into your energy is the first step to building protection around it. In order to protect your energy, you must define what within your energy needs protecting. Which leads me to the second step. One must identify the goal or goals they want to attain. Right now, we can say the major goal is to level up into a lady of luxury, but the minor goal to help achieve this ultimate reality may be to raise the self-esteem. The third step, you must create the list of standards. Standards are the things we say yes to. If our goal right now is to raise the self-esteem, then one standard should be to only seek advice from resources that help us do just that, such as reading books or listening to people, channels, podcasts, and music whose intent is to raise the self-esteem. For instance, this video would be considered a resource that helps you to raise your self-esteem. This content does not set out to demean or devalue you, and its intent is to empower you to see your value. After watching this video, I would hope that you feel as though you received information that adds value to your life, because that's how you should feel every time you come in contact with people or things that fall in line with your standards. If you do come across others in content that does not give you this feeling of enlightenment, then it should be added to the list of boundaries. Boundaries are the things we say no to. Boundaries are the high concrete walls, electrical fencing, bulletproof vest, guard dog, and alarm that goes off when we have encountered an intruder who goes against what we stand for and should be dismissed immediately. For example, if you're listening to someone who recommends that you need therapy to help you with your self-esteem issues, but in the same breath says you are worthless, That should be a red flag to dismiss their words entirely. That is not only conflicting guidance, but overall bad advice. No one's self-esteem would or should feel inclined to raise after being told they're worthless, regardless of what was said prior. This advice would only cause confusion for you when your intent is to seek clarity. Advice is an opinion that someone offers you about what you should do or how you should act in a specific situation. The trick is to seek out advice that helps you, not harms you. Which is why it is so vital to establish and uphold boundaries. For it is these barriers that allow us to level up in some form of tranquility without being easily influenced by negative vibrations or anything that does not meet our standards. This does not only apply to external influence, and I recommend that you apply these to your own internal thoughts. Again, it is how we think that creates our reality. So please, please, please govern yourself. If you would like to know more about the methods I used to achieve this awakening, you can order a copy of my best-selling book, Black Women Thrive, from the link in the description box below. In closing, changing your life for the better is never easy, because it starts with looking at your true authentic self that has been hidden under your emotional mask. The hardest part is the commitment to do it. There's a level of self-responsibility, accountability, and vulnerability one must accept. To support yourself, you must take action, for it is within your control. This is your life, your journey, your story, and your gift. It is a blessing to have the opportunity to experience this thing called life, where we have the power to change it as we deem fit for us. So ladies, set those goals, establish those standards, uphold those boundaries, and most importantly, protect your energy, especially from bad advice. Before you go, I must know, do you think these steps will help you protect your energy from ill advisors? If so, put a champagne glass in the comments below. If you have enjoyed this content, please click like. If you would love to see more, please leave a comment below. And if you know someone who could benefit from this video, please click share. To be notified of new videos, click subscribe and hit the notification bell. Make sure to watch my next video located on the screen. And keep leveling up, ladies. Thank you for watching.